What is going on, everyone? This is Nero again. Today for you, an episode of Dear Nero, and in every episode of Dear Nero, I try and bring some form of different gameplay, because it's usually longer videos, usually over 10 minutes long, and so I try to bring something different every time, because, gameplay isn't so much captivating in Dear Nero, but I like to provide some sort of a nice backdrop, and I try to do something different every time. I've done Minecraft, I'm all for 3, I've done zombies, I've done all this different stuff, and I figured for this one, let's go with World at War, right? I've been playing a little bit of World at War lately. It's kind of hard getting into clean lobbies, but look at this, I found us a clean lobby, and I get a pretty decent gameplay. It's by no means spectacular, but it's a pretty good gameplay. It's a pretty nice overall backdrop. You guys like scout sniping, that kind of thing. So hope you guys sit back and enjoy, but let's get into this. Let's get into this week's episode of Dear Nero. So the first question we're going to be reading is Dear Nero. First of all, what are your favorite genre of movies? And second, what are some of your favorite all-time movies? Kiefer from Illinois. Good question, Kiefer. I like that question because it's something, I don't know, movies are something to me that I either really love or I really don't like. I'm weird. I don't really know how to describe it. Like, I'm one of those people that, like, it takes a lot for me to get interested in something, but when I am interested in something, I just like go like balls deep in it and just like I'm interested in it for life, right? If I had to pick a favorite genre of movie, it'd be comedy or horror, depending on the series. For me, particular movies I like are generally movie series. Like, for example, the Friday the 13th series. I am a huge fan. I could tell you anything about any Friday the 13th ever made. I love Jason Voorhees. I love the whole Crystal Lake thing. What I like about horror movies, what captivates me in movies, is if there's a backstory. Does that make any sense? Like, for example, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, they all have backstories, so I like that. Like, sometimes I'll find a random movie, like I watched a horror movie called Fingerprints on Netflix. I'm pretty sure if you guys have Netflix or Xboxes or your PS3s or what have you, I'm pretty sure you can find Fingerprints on there. It's a really cool movie because everything that takes place is about it's happening because of something that happened in the past. Like, you guys know I love history, so if something has a really cool backstory, that's what kind of, will be a good movie for me, if that's that's the premise, I guess. But I hope that answers your question. Basically, my favorite genre of movies would probably be horror, unless it's comedy. As well as war movies. I don't know. I'm weird. I just like random movies, I guess. If I were to go ahead and make an example, let's name off some of my favorite movies. You got Boondock Saints 1 and 2, all the Friday the 13th movies, Saving Private Ryan's an amazing movie, Forrest Gump is an amazing movie. Enemy at the Gate's probably my favorite movie of all time. If I had to pick one, Enemy at the Gate, about Vasily Zaitsev, the Russian sniper. Probably my favorite movie of all time. So there's a short little list of some of my favorite movies. So hope that answered your question, brother. So our second question reads, Dear Nero, I was wondering, will you do a giveaway when you reach a certain amount of subscribers? Cody from Canada. Well, Cody from Canada, that'd be something that'd be cool to do because I have a lot of shit I could probably give away that I don't use anymore in terms of gaming equipment. Because if you guys don't know, if you're a YouTube partner, it basically you almost get your stuff for free in a sense. Like, you can write off a lot of stuff on your taxes because technically we're self-employed, and so we're kind of forced to get a bunch of gaming stuff, and not even necessarily stuff that I need. But anything I may need, I go ahead and get just because this is kind of my job, right? Well, I would like to do a giveaway, but the community as a whole takes this horrible look at giveaway videos. Giveaway videos are just like this horrible thing. Like, oh God, you're a view whore. You're only doing this for the homepage, likes and favorites, likes and favorites. Oh no. What people don't realize is if I were to do a giveaway, it wouldn't matter because even if, on average, I'd say, 2,000 to 4,000 people watch any particular video of mine. Obviously, I've had a bunch of videos blow up, but on average, if I were to post, in a normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill commentary, 2,000 to 4,000 views. Even if, best case scenario, 4,000 people, every single one of them liked my video, every single one of them favorited my video, to enter themselves in the giveaway, I still wouldn't get anywhere near the homepage. So it doesn't really, I don't understand, it doesn't really matter, but I'm not going to be doing giveaways solely for the fact that, the community as a whole would probably look at it bad and paint me in a bad light, and that's not what I want. Especially when you're becoming a YouTuber, you don't want anything out there to paint you in a bad light that would possibly make people not want to check out your channel or not want to subscribe to you. I don't want people to hear about me from some sort of drama, if that makes sense. Like, oh, that Nero guy is doing giveaways, and and then they go check out my channel and basically just say, oh, what a douchebag, and then they'll never become a subscriber of mine. So I don't ever want to do anything I can, that would make people, perceive me in a bad light. So probably no giveaways. Although I am coming close to 20,000 subs, so that's pretty cool. Our next question reads, and this is a good one, Dear Nero. Since you live in Pennsylvania, what do you think of the Penn State scandal and the penalties against them, Paterno and Sandusky? Sincerely, Chris from New Hampshire. Mr. Christopher from New Hampshire. This is a question we actually talk about a lot because we live in Pennsylvania. First and foremost, the penalties to Penn State, fine. That's all fine, Danny. They deserve that, and if anything, they can have more. I don't care. They can have all the penalties they want. They keep throwing on more. What was it, like $60 million? They're not allowed to play in bowl games. They lost scholarships. That's going to hurt their football team pretty damn bad. It's going to be pretty rough, but, I'm not really a Penn State fan. If you're wondering, my favorite college team would be Texas A&M. Yeah, I'm from Pennsylvania. Yeah, I like Texas A&M. You want to know why? Before I get into this question, I'm going to tell you why I like Texas A&M. So I was never really a college football fan ever, and one day, right around the time of Thanksgiving, I was flipping through the channels, and the Lone Star Showdown. I can't talk this fast when I'm this tired. The Lone Star Showdown was on. The Lone Star Showdown, if you guys don't know, is the University of Texas versus Texas A&M. And everyone always roots for Texas. Texas, even up here in Pennsylvania, is a big school, and people like them and have shirts and wear their hats and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, screw it, I'm going for A&M, because I was with a few people at the time, and A&M actually won that year. And Texas A&M became a fair college ever since then. But what do I think about the scandal? Obviously, it's a horrible scenario. Jerry Sandusky touched multiple children. Well, technically they're children because, they're mostly like, 17 and stuff, but they were still technically children. What I think about Joe Paterno, leave the fucking guy alone. He didn't do anything. This may sound weird. Coming from, maybe it just sounds like I'm a typical Pennsylvania that defends Joe Pa, but, he didn't do it, right? And we're like, oh, Joe Paterno, he could have brought this to light. He could have done this. He could have done that. Do you know how many fucking people are up higher than Joe Paterno in the Penn State University? You know how many people are ranked higher than the football coach that could have brought this to light, Obviously, Joe went and told, from what I hear, I think I'm right on this, I'm pretty sure Joe actually went to the president and let him know, but, what Jerry Sandusky did or was doing, and they didn't do anything about it, yet everyone's blaming Joe, right? I don't know. It wasn't his place to take it to the media. It was the university as a whole to fire him and then announce it to the media about what happened. That was the university's problem, not Joe Paterno's. Leave the guy the fuck alone. Tired of hearing about it, to be honest, because I live in Pennsylvania, so obviously everyone's always going to talk about it. That's my answer, though. So this next question is kind of a longer one, but it makes sense, and it defines a lot of people. If you're like in middle school, early high school, I think this will apply to you. And so I'm going to go ahead and answer this question for you to the best of my ability, and maybe it can shed some light on a topic that a lot of you are probably interested in. So what we're going to do is we're going to read this, and it's going to say, Dear Nero, I've been thinking a lot lately about how music... I already butchered that up. I've been thinking lately a lot about music and how it defines a person. I've heard many people say that the type of music you listen to shows your true colors. I personally don't believe this. For example, I'm a huge rap fan, but I don't live in the ghetto, I don't sell drugs, and all the stuff that they talk about. I personally love rap because of the poetry and the way these people take ordinary words and tell stories. What I'm trying to get across is, does listening to a certain genre of music make people bad people? Does music show a person's true colors, or is it just something else about the person? Keep up the great videos, and please post more Minecraft. Sorry for the poor writing, and I've always been bad at this. Sincerely, Stealthy Log from Pittsburgh, PA. First and foremost, I live 2 hours away from you, Mr. Stealthy Log from Pittsburgh, PA, so that's pretty cool. Now, do I think music necessarily defines a person? No. Music doesn't define anything besides what kind of music you want to listen to, right? I'm all over the place when it comes to music. Okay, let's picture this for example. You guys see, a lot of you guys, like from the messages I get and interacting with you guys feel as though that I'm a pretty down-to-earth person. I'm level-headed and I'm just usually nice unless I'm having a bad day or I'm playing Modern Warfare 3. I'm typically a down-to-earth, just normal guy, and you guys perceive me as this, right? You guys, even if that's not what you perceive, picture to right now what you perceive me as a person, and try and picture what kind of music I listen to, right? I listen to mainly female artists, for crying out loud. Does that make me a female? No. Alright, so some of my favorite artists, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande. I like Miley Cyrus's old stuff, not so much her new stuff. Shania Twain is the fucking shit. You look at my custom classes, they're the names of female recording artists. I listen to that, I listen to some rap, and if you're looking at the gameplay, we're actually like transitioning into a new gameplay right now. I got a really quick extra game of Rush right here while I answer out this last question. It's not spectacular, but I think you'll like it. But the point being is, I listen to a genre of music very different than most 20-year-old guys. Classic rock, I listen to classic rock. Does that make me an 80s, rocker? No. But I listen to female artists. Does that make me gay? No. I listen to rap. I listen to like old school rap, and I listen to, you know, some newer stuff like Eminem and stuff like that. Does that make me gangster? Does that make me from the ghetto, homie? No. I mean, I see too many people, especially like middle school, like my brother's friends. Like some of my brother's friends, like they're all in middle school. They're actually transitioning into high school right now, like going into 9th grade, and like 9th or 10th grade. And you know, they're at this thing where they feel as though like what kind of music you listen to defines you as a person. I'm like, really? Like one of my brother's friends, he has this really long hair, he wears all black, and he does this because he listens to metal music. I'm like, why? You can dress however you want. I mean, if that's how he wants to dress, and that's how he wants people to perceive him and people to view him, then fine, wear what you want. But don't wear it because you feel as though your fellow rock metal listeners will judge you for it. Like, I don't understand. Like, if someone listens to Drake, do they have to wear like their pants down to their ass? Or you know, if someone listens to Eminem, they have to dye their hair blonde like they used to back when he first got popular? No, just listen to, it's music. People, I've heard so many times in my life, music equals life, or music defines life, and Drake's the voice of a generation, and all this good stuff. And I'm just like, dude, it's music. It's there to entertain you while you're driving your car. It's there to, you know, listen to or something while you're doing something else. Music is not meant to, you know, for you to focus 110% of your attention on. You know, it's just there for background noise. It's there for entertainment, for lack of a better word. So no, it does not define you as a person. You should not think that it defines you. If you can be the most clean-cut, white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, college preppy style person, you can go listen to some fucking Tupac. Who cares? It doesn't mean you have to start wearing your pants down to your ankles and carrying a gat around just because it's rap. I mean, stupid. I don't know. I guess that was kind of a rant, but you know, that it's not, believe me, it's not just for you and where you're at. It's that way for, you know, pretty much everywhere. People are under this assumption that, you know, be who you want to be. Just be you. That's all I have to say. So hope you guys all enjoyed this gameplay commentary, and if you did, remember to rate the video. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys for next week's episode of Dear Nero. And if you would like your question featured on Dear Nero, send me a personal message here on YouTube with the title Dear Nero. I will look at them, and the best questions will be in the next week's episode. So hope you guys all enjoyed, and hope you guys also have a wonderful day.